Melvin Jones had a vision, a dream, a powerful idea. He said it made sense to him for people to meet and greet and eat and have fellowship and discuss ways that they could make the world a better place in which to live. And he said they needed to do it as soon as possible. His idea was basic and quite fundamental in nature. He said, quote, "You can't get very far in life unless you're willing to do something for somebody else." His passion, an idea whose time had clearly come, resulted in the absolute formation on June the 7th, 1917, of the birth of Lions Club International. Now, perhaps the most galvanizing moment in the early history of Lions Club International came on June 2nd, 1925, when Helen Keller stood alongside Anne Sullivan at the annual meeting of Lions Club International in Cedar Point, Ohio. And she made a challenge to the Lions Club International to become knights for the blind in the crusade against darkness. Knights for the blind in the crusade against darkness. Lions Club members, she said, were strong and brave and kind. And she reminded them that opportunity is like a capricious lady who comes and knocks perhaps but once, offering that tap on the shoulder, and then leaves, never to be heard from again. Lions Club International heard the challenge of Helen Keller, and you know the rest of that story. In 2017, as Lions Club International celebrates its centennial, I know there's going to be a lot of renewed interest on some of the stools of the Lions Club. And I think some of those are going to be courage and strength and activity and fidelity. But we don't have to wait for a special time, a special observation, a special centennial in order for us to be knights against darkness that is all around us today. What Helen Keller was speaking of when she said opportunity was like this capricious lady, this beautiful lady that knocks on the doors, today we might say it's like the tap on the shoulder. It's like the brass ring coming around. And when the brass ring comes your way, you need to reach up and grab it, because it's like Helen Keller is saying, this is your opportunity. And you need to grab it and hang on for the ride of your life. And if the brass ring does come along, why do you need to grab it? Because it is like an engraved invitation for you. And if you don't grab it, it's like saying, I am not going to take advantage of my engraved invitation to achieve greatness. So hear the words of Melvin Jones today, and hear the words of Helen Keller today. When that capricious, effervescent lady knocks on your door, let her in. Seize the brass ring and don't let go. In other words, don't look back and say why. Always look ahead and say why not. Why not take advantage of all the opportunities that come my way? Too many people today go to their graves with their music still inside them, and with their poetry yet to be written. Do not let that happen to you. When opportunity knocks, don't knock the opportunity. Don't be the cork in your own bottle. Hear the music before the song is over. Melvin Jones, your founder, reminds me of John Mills, our founder. John Mills was a man who founded the first orphanage in North Carolina. It's still going today. It's the Oxford Orphanage, now run by the Masons, and known as the Masonic Home for Children. But John Mills was a Wake Forest College graduate and therefore was a Baptist, and he said these Baptist people need to be doing something about the plight of orphan children. So John Mills, like Melvin Jones, had an idea that consumed him, that possessed him, and an idea that would not let go, and he said it was such an obsession that it began to scratch at his skull until it bore a hole in it. And he never gave up on his dream. And because he didn't give up, on November the 11th, 1885, about a mile or so from here, maybe less, the Thomasville Orphanage opened. And because John Mills never gave up on his dream, I am in this room today. And because Melvin Jones never gave up on his dream, you are in this room today. Melvin and John, men of pride, passion, purpose. Sounds like a movie or a TV drama. Melvin and John, men of pride, passion, and purpose. Tonight on Fox 8. I can see it now. You know, we have a lot of lawyers here in the Triad. Probably the best one sitting right back here. I mean, I know what I'm saying here, Bill. And they advertise on television a lot. You can't get far from these lawyers advertising on television. But one of them, in his commercial, only says 6 words. You'll know when you need us. And it's effective. I remember it. So when love or God or destiny taps you on the shoulders, it means that somebody, somewhere, needs you. And you need to answer that call, because it's like that capricious lady that Helen Keller talked about. Somebody, somewhere, maybe a great idea, maybe a passion that you never ever thought you would be a part of, is calling your name, and you need to answer. Step up. Step in. Step out. And make a difference. That's what opportunity is all about, and you do not have to be afraid. In a world today that is filled with pessimism and distrust, I challenge all of you to keep an unrelenting, positive attitude. I believe today that people are drawn to those with energy and excitement and belief and conviction. I've been here long enough now that I've been in all 100 counties in North Carolina, and I see way too many people who walk around with their heads down low, walking through life anxious and worried and distracted and despondent and discouraged and depressed and dumped on. And then they meet somebody like you. They meet somebody that's got a gleam in their eyes, that's got an energy in their bones and a fervor in their spirit. And it makes them feel good to be around somebody with that kind of passion. That somebody is you. And if you don't know what your passion is, then ask yourself a couple of questions. What is it that makes my heart sing, my spirit soar? And remember, that important word that rhymes with soar is roar. And that's what lions do. Lions roar. Lions are the king of the jungle. You don't take a back seat to anybody. And when you ask yourself at the end of the day, did I do something to make life better today? Your answer is absolutely, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I absolutely did. Now, there may be some today who've grown weary in well-doing, or tired, and you're sick, and you don't feel good, and you simply want to give up. I say, no, no. Lions don't give up. Lions protect the pride. Keep your eye on the pride. That's your family. Keep your eye on the prize and never give up. And for those of you who still want to seize every day, and when you open your eyes in the morning and you thank God you can at least get out of bed, and you want to make every moment count, I say yes, yes. Keep your eye on the prize and never give up. Never give in. Never give over. Never, ever give up. 100 years and counting. New challenges are out there. New opportunities await. The spirit of Melvin Jones and Helen Keller still as much alive today as they were 100 years ago. And what is that sound? That is that capricious lady of opportunity knock, knock, knocking on your front door. You need to answer the call. Remember who you are. You are a lion. You roar. You soar. You teach. You lead. You command. You serve. Now stand tall, square your shoulders, and remind the world what the king of the jungle really looks like. That would be you and all of you. Keep on roaring. Keep on soaring, because you are a lion. Thank you. Thank you very much.